Welcome to Xtra, presented by VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter, very censored. You can follow Xtra on Twitter at Xtra VDG. Be sure to follow Xtra on Twitter at Xtra VDG. Check out the website too. That is xtra.vdgsports.com. xtra.vdgsports.com. And this episode is not being recorded for behind the scenes, but you can find behind the scenes recordings along with other things like really super duper important things at vincedouglasgregory.com. Once again, this episode is not being recorded for behind the scenes, yet there are plenty more that have been, and they are on vincedouglasgregory.com. Assuming that is your cup of tea, assuming that is your thing, and check out the YouTube as well. Everything is there. Do what you do there. Like, subscribe, share, and comment if you may. Comment if you may. Noobs, thank you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you for giving me a chance. That's all I can ask for. That's all I can ask for. You may decide somewhere in between here and now that this isn't for you. That is okay. Do what you do best. It's fine. My feelings won't be hurt. In fact, I'm just greatly honored that I was given a chance. That's all I can ask for. Regs, hey, we back at it again. Regs, hey, we do what we do. Hey, it's almost every day, but it's almost every day. It's most of the time. Non-verbal peeps, I just want to give you a shout out, and I'll leave it at that. Non-verbal peeps. How can I put this? There are a lot of projects that I've been working on. There's a lot of projects that I have coming out. There's a lot of projects that I've finally got a chance to put out. So still be on the lookout for that. There's more to come. More to come. Watch this space. Watch that space. Watch all spaces. You know where they are. You know where they are. I don't know if I ever been pleasantly surprised. In fact, I have recently been pleasantly surprised. But there's this one occasion that just happened not so long ago. And the thing is, I usually give enough time. I usually give things like this enough time to breathe. Not because I'm really protecting the guilty peeps in the game. No. There's more to it than that. I suggest you go back and review the historical documents to get the full picture and understanding of that so you can be right along with the rest of us on this. But for the quickie notes, protecting the guilty in the game is more of a saying. It's more of a, okay, I've given ample amount of time for discussion about whatever it is, or actions about whatever it is. I've given it enough time for all parties involved to speak on it, to do whatever on it. Now it is just time to let it loose, let it go. Let it loose, let it go. But protecting the guilty in the game on this one will be me protecting myself. I'm the guilty in the game. And that's, once again, a saying. Not actually guilty of anything. Probably probably of not even embarrassment, because I wasn't embarrassed. I wasn't embarrassed. I was more so hurt. I was more so hurt, caught up in my feelings. Yeah, I have feelings, but it's not what you're thinking. It is not what you're thinking. I usually give stuff like this enough time to breathe, to protect the guilty in the game. But on this, I decided that I'm not going to protect the guilty in the game. I'm not going to give this enough time to breathe. What I'm going to do is I'm going to speak on it. See something, say something. See something, say something. So I'm just going to speak on it. I'm going to speak on it, and I'm going to pop my chest out, not pop it to dance, not make my chest pop to dance. That's a different kind. That's a different version. This is me sticking my chest out. This is me saying, you know what? I was really, really, really bothered by this. I was really, really bothered, and I was up in my feelings just for a moment. I was up in my feelings just for about 0.2 of a second. After that 0.2 of a second, I was okay again. I was okay. Everything was all right. I was good to great. And I just kept it moving. And I said, you know what? Difficult takes a day. Impossible takes a week. So I'm just going to do this in about a couple tenths of a second. Difficult takes a day. Impossible takes a week. So I'm just going to do this in about a couple of tenths of a second. And it's not because I'm judging. And it's not because I'm comparing and contrasting the whole level of difficulties of it. It's just that I had to keep it moving because there was nothing else I could do about it. It was out of my control, and I was not going to, fret, worry about things that's out of my control. There's no point of me wasting my time, wasting more of my precious time on something I have absolutely no control over. That's why I just took the 0.2 of a second to just breathe in and let it go, let it go, let it go. Angelic, bird-like voice. Well, here's the thing. I got too much rest. I got too much sleep the previous night. And when I get too much sleep and when I get too much rest, funny things happen. Funny things happen. I can't do the 8 hours of sleep. I can do somewhere between 5 and 6. I'm good. But hey, that's me. I don't need any professionals telling me what I need to do on this because I have so many years of tracking my own data and seeing how my performance is when I get said amount of sleep. So I don't need anybody else just grouping me with a bunch of other people in different studies that does not have the same data that I have. I believe my data is more accurate. I believe my tracking is more accurate than just lumping me in a group with others. And once again, I compare myself to myself. I don't compare myself to others. I compare myself to myself, and I do not compare myself to others, and I trust my data. And my data says when I get anywhere from 5 hours and 30 minutes to about 6 hours, I'm good to go. Maybe there's something behind the other data saying that you need this amount for things to be better, or for things to work out. Well, I haven't progressed to that stage in life yet. I haven't progressed to that stage where I'm comfortable, where I feel as though I need more. Right now, ATM, I have my data, and my data suggests that that's the right time for me, and that's what I'm going to do currently. So I don't need the judgment on that. I got around 8 hours of sleep. I knew things was going to be a little cray-cray. Once I get anywhere from 7.5 hours more, funny stuff happen. Funny and weird things happen, and I am super duper aware. So I thought, and I'm alert. My bells and whistles and everything's going off and just letting me know to be on the lookout for something strange. Be on the lookout for something different. Be on the lookout because something's gonna happen. I just don't know what. Something's gonna happen. Like clockwork, something happened. Like clockwork, something happened. I got 8 hours of sleep. I got up the next morning. I'm like, something just don't feel right. Something feels a little bit peculiar. I don't know what it is. I can't quite place my finger on it, not just yet. But something's different. Something's different. Something's weird. I just don't know what it is, and I'm trying to figure it out. I'm doing what it do, and I decided that I needed to go to the store. I So I'm getting ready. I'm ready. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fine. I'm dancing to the beat of my own drum. Everything seems like it's in place. Everything seems like it's working out. Everything seems like it's just going to be a normal trip to the store with no chaos, no epic journey, and no pure chaotic moments. So I thought. I'm walking out the door and I'm like, all right. My gut feeling, my intuition was like, something's off. My gut feeling, my intuition was like, something is off. You need to pump your brakes. You need to go back. You need to figure this out. But me and my logic, me and my brain, me and my thought processes was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and go to the store. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and go to the store and I'm going to let the chips fall where they may. I'm going to go ahead and go to the store. I'm going to let the chips fall where they may because, I'm happy. I got 8 hours of sleep. Everything is good to great. I'm fine. I'm dancing to the beat of my own drum. I got my internal track list on go and I'm not popping my chest. But I'm definitely doing my happy dance. So I was sort of distracted. The gut feeling intuition, it didn't speak up loud enough, even though it was just enough for me to get that little feeling. I was like, something's a little off, but I'm happy. Something's a little off. I'm happy. So I'm just going to keep it moving. So I kept it moving, hopped in the G-Ride, continue on singing, dancing, making my chest pop like, oh yeah, my song. And yes, I'm back to listening to what I want to listen to. No more discovery mode. My advanced algorithm that would recommend tracks and music to me on a endless loop, that's back to normal, even though I still get the random B-ness, even though I still get the random songs from liking a Beyonce song, but I'll give it a couple more days before I go to extreme measures. But right now it's good. Right now it's okay. It's not enough where it's bothered me, and I didn't even have to go to the other guy. I didn't even have to go to the other person. It was like, you know what, I'm gonna listen to this because if that's the break, that's the in case of emergency break glass. I know if I go to him and press the thumbs up, I know if I go to him and press the like, it's gonna dominate everything, and I'm just not prepared for that. And you know who I'm talking about. Because I don't gotta name the name. I'm not gonna name the name. I'm just gonna throw all the designated shade I want to. Anyway, singing, dancing, making my chest pop in my G-Ride, listening to the songs and stuff that I want to listen to. Like, oh, yeah. And I pull up, get to where I need to go, hop out, shopping, got all the things that I need to get. I'm happy. I got all the snacky snacks. I got the chewing gum. I got everything that I could possibly imagine. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm getting it ringed up. You know, doing it myself, because that's how you do. You want something done right, you do it yourself. But that's a different story for a different day, and no rain check on that. Definitely not a rain check on that, because that might just never come out unless, sometime in 2030, possibly. Not right now. That one definitely need time to breathe. That one definitely need time to marinate. And that one definitely needs some time. Time is the key. Tragedy, timing, comedy. Anyway. I get to the last item. I ring up the last item. Now it's time to pay. Now it is time to pay, and I'm baffled. Now it's time to pay, and I'm looking around like, you know what? I left my wallet. You know what? I left my wallet and all of my devices that I use to pay. I don't have them on me. I don't have them on me. So how am I gonna get these delicious snacks? How am I gonna get this delicious gum? How am I gonna get any of this? That's not a real question, because I can't get any of that. I don't want the shiny bracelets for that. In fact, I don't want the shiny bracelets at all. The shiny bracelets, that's a look that I'm not going for. That's a look that I know I can't pull off. That's a look that I know I wouldn't win best dressed with. That's a look that I'm just like, that ain't me. That ain't me. And I'm trying to do the best. I'm trying to be the best version of me. And I'm trying to do me. And that ain't me. That ain't me. So I decided that I had to cancel, and put everything back. I know what you're thinking, but was I embarrassed? Was I embarrassed? No. Definitely wasn't embarrassed. For about 0.2 of a second, I was distraught. For about 0.2 of a second, I was hurt. For about 0.2 of a second, I felt some kind of way. But then I was like, you know what? All right, okay. I keep it moving. I'm just going to go ahead and put all this back, and then I'll just go and continue to do what I got to do. And next time, gut feeling, intuition, you probably should speak up a little louder, because I had my internal theme music blasting just a little too loud. But hey, I'm not blaming you. You tried to warn me. The bells and whistle went off. I sort of ignored it because there was so much going on. I really was not super duper aware. It just didn't turn into a chaotic moment, however, and this definitely was not an epic journey. Chaotic moment and epic journey would have turned into me with some shiny handcuffs on, or some shiny bracelets, or something that would have just made my outfit not pop. And you know me, I like to have my outfit popping. You know me, I like to be a little coordinated, somewhat, but not really. This wouldn't have worked. So I decided the best option at the time, after that 0.2 of a second, after the 0.2 of a second, instinct or intuition or gut feeling or my anticipation game was like, cancel, putting it all back. Cancel, putting it all back, and I'm just going to keep it moving. Cancel, put it all back, and I'm just going to keep it moving, even though I ain't embarrassed. I ain't embarrassed at all. I was not embarrassed at all. There was nothing about that situation that made me feel shame. There was nothing about that situation that made me feel like, oh no. I was more like, yeah, it happened. I'm not gonna let it happen again, but I'm definitely not making a promise to myself. But if it ever were to happen again, I'm just gonna have to break out in song and dance. I'm just gonna have to break out in song and dance and just create some kind of a shiny object, not for others, for me, because that 0.2 of a second, that was way, way too long. It should have been 1/10 of a second or 100th of a second. Yeah, 0.2, that was way, way too long. Either I'm losing it or I got to up the ante. I got to level up on anticipation game. I got to level up on gut feeling. Although I should never been in that position to begin with. I should have never been in that position to begin with. I blame the 8 hours of sleep. Never again. Never again. Unless it happens again.